Hello, 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 and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Jameelah, and I'm a master manifester, and I'm sure you are too, because you're watching content like this. The name of this channel is Holistic Manifesting because I believe in a whole body, whole mind, and whole being experience when it comes to manifesting these amazing lives that we're choosing, right? Yes. What I'm discussing today is, and I actually did a prayer over this message because I felt like it has to, people really need to understand this in order to move forward and in order to ascend in their lives, right? You have to make it a regular practice to call back your energy at the end of every day, at the beginning of every day. Be mindful of it because your energy is what creates your life. It creates the life you choose, right? And this is the thing. Most of us don't realize that the majority of our energy is being siphoned by our thoughts. How many times in your life have you sat there and thought about something for what you thought was about 5 minutes, and then you look up and like 30 minutes have passed, right? I've done that. I've sat there and contemplated things, and then I look up and I'm like, that's an hour? Wow. That whole entire time, there was nothing active happening, but I was sitting there ruminating, that's a good word for it, on whatever it is that I can't control and can't fix in that moment, and overthinking about it is not going to make a difference. But yet I've let it steal an hour of my energy and my time away from me. Energy, time, one and the same always to me. Another way that we siphon, our energy gets siphoned off, it's being at the beck and call of others. So I was just sitting here about to make a video, and one of my daughters texted me saying, come get me from school. I think I'm gonna die. I just need to go. I'm so upset. I don't know what is happening, and it really does not matter because it's just drama. And in a moment, I was like, ugh, this is so. And then I was like, you don't have to entertain it. And I was like, no, see you after school. Sometimes we give all that energy away when really nobody is asking us to give all that energy away. They're just poking around to see who's going to be the person that allows them to siphon it, right? Especially when it comes to thoughts. Like if you're thinking about something that somebody asked you to do and you change it, you're like, no, I can't do that. It's not something that I can do. A lot of times, even when we say the no, we still overthink it and we still sit there and ruminate on whether or not we should have said yes, or all the reasons why our no was okay and stuff like that. Sometimes just knowing the no is enough. That's more than enough, right? I had someone inquire yesterday about some work that I do, and they wanted to essentially get me to do a contract with them and start working on some projects and stuff. But the whole time I'm talking to this person, the energy is off. And my mind is just like, oh, just push past that. That's just you. But I was like, no, we've turned over a new leaf. This is intuition. If it was all good, then all good would be staring me back in the face. The fact that it came up in my head that something about this energy is off, then I know that I don't even have to qualify it any further. That's more than enough. It's something that I don't have to have. It's something that is optional. And because it doesn't feel good, it doesn't feel like the right thing to do, there's something on the inside of me telling me this one is not, it's not it, right? Then I don't have to sit around and ruminate and think about that and just overanalyze it. I can say no and be like, I'm done with that. Funny part is, once I sat there, I was making myself something to eat and I was like, I don't like this. I said, I don't even like the energy around it. I said, I'm good on that. I was like, I don't need to overthink that. I'm good. There's no desperation here in any shape, form, or fashion, right? Everything is because want. Everything I do is because I want to do it for the most part, right? And so I was sitting there thinking that, and then immediately it kind of just dropped out of my mind. And it showed me the level of growth that I've been experiencing most recently, because the older version of me, another version of me would have been like, oh, but what if, and what if I'm wrong about it? What if I don't care about that kind of stuff anymore, because I know when that intuition hits hard and it says, nah, this one ain't it, it's okay to go with that. You have to call back your energy from all those areas and things that have been taking up your time and space, especially people in environments that are not looking out for your greatest good, that doesn't have your best outcomes in mind. I find that's where we siphon the most of our energy, because we spend so much time in those environments trying to be validated, trying to get people to see us for what we are, trying to get people to see how great we are or what we have to offer or how talented we are, or how special we are, whatever that is, right? That energy could be going into building a life that you're choosing to live, as opposed to trying to force or push your energy in places where it's not being accepted or received in a positive way. We spend too much time on this kind of stuff. And most of it is because we can't believe that someone else or some environment or something can't see it the same way that we see it. Once you get in your head that you're going to see things differently, you may not always agree with people, you may not always agree with the world, you may be the one that's the odd one out. Once you're okay with accepting that part, then your energy can remain with you. You can remain centered, right? I've accepted being people's bad guys a long time ago. I've accepted being people's, she's this, she's that, she doesn't, blah, blah, blah. I've accepted that a long time ago. So when I sit around in my afternoons and I'm watching, a good TV show and I'm sipping on my tea, I'm not sitting there thinking about who I'm disappointing. I do not care, right? Because if anything is important and it needs to come to me, it needs to come directly to me. So we spend too much time and energy on things that are just like ghosts. They're like fog, It's like the minute you get up close to it, then there's nothing actually there. Like some old argument or some old confrontation that we had, and we spend time thinking about it and running it over in our heads again. All of that is energy that can be used to go towards things that are much more important to you. And then that other thing, like I was mentioning before, being at people's beck and call. I don't do that. I don't care if you decide today is an emergency for you and you need thousands of dollars to do something. It's not my emergency, and it's not going to be my energy and my emergency today because it's yours, right? That's not how I operate anymore. If you have something going on in your life, I can show you how to get on track with certain things. If you want some information, I can do my best, because I'm no expert in a lot of areas, but I do what works for me. I can show you and I can say, this is what I did and this is how it worked for me. But that's all I have, right? As far as all that, oh wait, so-and-so's having a crisis, I got to drop everything and go. No, I don't. No, you don't. You don't have to do that, right? We can decide what crises we're going to give our attention to, where we're going to put our time and energy, right? So just keep that in mind. Just keep your mind focused on, where am I siphoning energy? What am I overthinking about? And watch your time. If you need to, take a little journal and say, what did I do from 12 to 1 p.m.? And I was like, what was I doing? Literally, I was sitting there thinking about what? Maybe nonsense or something, right? You want to get into the place where you know where all your time and energy is being put all throughout the day, right? And if it's to do nothing and if it's to relax and be free, that's what it should be focused on. You don't relax and be free to sit there and think about things that you haven't gotten done, or people you haven't contacted, or things you couldn't get right. That's not what relaxation is for. Relaxation is for those things don't exist. I need to relax and unwind, and I need to have all of my energy with me so I can feel good, I can feel fresh, I can feel free, I can feel at peace, I can feel whole, and I can show up very beautifully in every one of the spaces that I'm a part of, right? If we don't have our own energy and we don't have control of it, and it's being yanked over here, yanked over there, yanked over there, we wind up being a mess. And in that mess, we try to help people. We try to be there for people. And we wonder why we're so drained and we're so exhausted and so tired. You're tired because all of your energy went to that other thing. You could have been working out in the gym. You could have been going for a walk, right? You could have been writing your next book or something like that. You could have been creating some content for YouTube if that's something that you do. You could have been doing all these things, but yet time and energy and mental capacity was being spent on things that really, really should not have your attention, especially if there are issues or attitudes or mindsets of other people, and then you are being way too empathetic and taking it on, right? So just keep that in mind. Make it your business to, all throughout your day, call back your energy all through the day. Think about, where's my energy going right now? Even right now, I'm thinking, where's my energy going? It's 100% into this video right here, right? So think about that. It's like when time has passed and you get conscious again and you kind of think like, wait, what have I been doing for the past 30 minutes? Call back that energy. Make sure that you are harvesting and you are nurturing all of you so you can be the best version of you for the world that you want to do amazing things in and show up for and be the best version of yourself for, right? And this goes for family too. A lot of people think they're not included. They included. Call back your energy. Have a wonderful, wonderful day.